I'm good on my own. Boy, you bet that I looked fine, like a dollar, not a dime. Oh, nothing else is on my mind but me, myself, and I. Oh, sunset in a sundress, picture perfect Pinterest, make your girlfriend jealous. You better believe Paris in the moonlight, city fits me skin tight, runway ready midnight. I was something to see. Boy, you bet that I looked fine, like a dollar, not a dime. Oh, nothing else is on my mind but me, myself, and I. Oh, boy, you shoulda seen me. Boy, you shoulda. I was something to see. Boy, you shoulda seen me. Oh, boy, you bet that I looked fine, like a dollar, not a dime. Nothing else is on my mind but me, myself, and oh, boy, you bet that I looked fine, like a dollar, not a dime. Oh, nothing else is on my mind but me, myself, and I. Ooh. Thank you, guys. Well, stick around. There's much more where that came from. Again, my name is Nikki Forbes, N-I-K-K-I, Forbes like the magazine. Got music out and all that good stuff, but let's keep the party rolling.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and out, living my life, getting our dreams. I'ma do just what I want, looking ahead, no turning back. People told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out, fuck that, I'm screaming out, fuck that, I'm screaming out, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
What is up, Nashville, Tennessee? Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Dirty Boxing Championship taking the show on the road live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock local time from the Pinnacle. Quickly, I want to shout out our great sponsors: Takedown Shop, Timepiece Trading, Market Cipher, Alp Pouches, and Tempters. I'm standing here with the voice of DBX, the play-by-play man, Brendan Tallman. What's up, BT? So we got 12 fights coming to you tomorrow night. We're going to do the ceremonial weigh-ins tonight. I'm telling you right now, for those of you that have not seen Dirty Boxing, it just hits different. I've seen a lot of different combat sports, nothing like Dirty Boxing, nothing's as entertaining. 3-minute rounds. Look away, you're going to miss something. But you all know this card has been built around one man, gold medalist, All-American wrestler, Gable Steveson. Talk to me about the beast.
This is incredible. You want to talk about a guy with the accolades of Gable Steveson, having the stones to step in the Dirty Boxing ring, known for his wrestling. He's taken that discipline away, and he's going only with his upper body to try and make a statement as he makes some noise in the combat sports world, Jason.
You know, Gable Steveson had a great debut in MMA and LFA, but his opponent, big, sexy Billy Swanson, you can be sure is going to be heard from in the best shape of his life, 10-week camp. I think this main event may be a little more competitive than people think. Can't wait for it.
He's absolutely made some noise this week. He absolutely comes into this fight confident. Billy Swanson, big sexy. He's making America sexy again, and he wants to rock combat sports world with the upset heard round come Thursday at the Pinnacle.
So co-main event real quick. Bryan
check.
the Butcher Battle makes his return to the Dirty Boxing ring against Nick Killshot Kohring. I tell you what, man, I think this fight is going to be an absolute banger. A little different opponent here for the Butcher.
Oh, absolutely. He was looking for a bigger challenge after he stepped in the Dirty Boxing ring just months ago. Made quick work of his opposition. He said, let's up the level here. Killshot and Battle. It's the most violent titles he's ever had in a combat sports matchup. It can't miss.
All night long, we're going to be delivering, right? Main card, got a couple guys opening up. Levy DaCosta, Big Mike Garcia, right? These boys both won at DBX3. Alexander Schenk, Montavious Ware. And finally, the featured bout before the co-main, Nayanesh Ayman versus Francisco Trinaldo. Fire, bro.
Francisco Trinaldo, scariest 47-year-old on the planet. Absolutely butchered his last opponent in the DBX ring with elbows nonstop, opening him up, introducing the world to Dirty Boxing. But Nayanesh Ayman absolutely has been waiting for this. Dirty Boxing has wanted him the entire year, and he is going to make his much-anticipated debut against Trinaldo coming up on Thursday night.
You know, so we got different backgrounds. You've spent a little more time in boxing, me in MMA, but this particular rule set, we talk about it over and over again. Punches, elbows, ground and pound to the finish. Now they're taking away a point for hugging. I'm not sure you're going to see any downtime out there.
There's no boring moment in a Dirty Boxing fight. The action goes, it continues nonstop. The finish rate is out of this world. For those who are tired of stalling, for those who are tired of fights going to the ground, this is nonstop action all night long. The finishes don't stop, the strikes don't stop. The rule set just keeps evolving, Jason. It's unbelievable.
So I want to touch back on the main event, Gable Steveson. So in his LFA debut, in his MMA debut, did finish the fight on the ground. We've talked about the stones on this guy stepping in here. Do you think it will be an easy transition for him to stay and keep this thing up?
I don't know if it's going to be an easy transition or not, but I know one thing. If you have the GOAT taking you under his wing, he's been training with John Jones for the last year, and he's absolutely confident in what he's seen in Gable Steveson in the striking game. I think we're in for a treat tomorrow night.
So we got 3 heavyweight fights on the card. Should be absolutely electric. One fight I want to touch on real quick. In the DBX3 card, James "Dat Loose Cannon" had that huge win over Hector Lombard. He's now moving down to 185, taking on Zane the Sandman Burton. That opens the prelim 7:30.
It's going to be absolutely exciting. James Cannon wants to make a title name for himself in Dirty Boxing, and a lot of these combat sports, they want to have a new start here in Dirty Boxing, and they want to get themselves to the top in absolute championship condition. But Zane Burton, this guy, he is looking to fight for different reasons. He's fighting for his family. He's fighting to get a business started, and he's ready to rock the world against James "Dat Loose Cannon."
You know, we're still trying to bring more and more consequential bouts to all of you with Dirty Boxing all the time. So as we move forward and we look at this card, right? Travis St. John, want to touch on this kid, right? He had the fight of the night last time against Jancy Silva. Another opportunity here against Kevin Felipe.
Absolutely. These two, nonstop action. The last time Travis St. John was one of those moments in dirty boxing where we're like, this sport has absolutely arrived. And he promised us earlier this week, Travis St. John, an even better show. But Kevin Felipe, he's got something to say about that one, Jason. So we'll see with these two. But we saw Superman punches, spinning elbows. We saw everything in action. It was nonstop. Travis St. John looking to unload the toolkit even more in this bout.
Give me all of this dirty boxing, Nashville, Tennessee, tomorrow night live at the Pinnacle, 7 o'clock. So we're here, Barstool, Nashville. You know, from a gambling standpoint, I haven't paid too much attention to these betting lines. But I will say, as I look at that co-main event, it just looks to me like it really could be quite close on paper.
Well, listen, man, I'm a little sensitive about this because I'm a Heat fan, and you've seen what's happened with Terry Rozier. So I'm trying to be careful with the gambling stuff, but this is absolutely a close matchup between Bryan Battle, who came into this fight very disciplined. Everybody was wondering how he's going to handle the scales, and it was no problem for Bryan Battle going into this one. But Killshot, he's got something to say about this one. Big-time even matchup in our co-main event.
So in the feature bout, right, Francisco Trinaldo, Masaranduba, his first match, DBX3 against EC Moon, bloodied his face with elbows. And his opponent here, Nayanesh Ayman, right? Sing To is the nickname, a decorated Muay Thai champion. So that one, can't wait for that one either. You ready to go?
We're ready to go. We got it out in the street. Lele Hernandez going out with our fans out there in the crowd. Lele, what do we got out there?
What's up, guys? We are here with Dirty Boxing in Nashville for the first time. You can feel the energy out in the street, inside. We're so excited to be here for the main event. I have Jacob here and
Diesel.
Who's going to tell us who they're going for? Who is it going to be? Is it Gable Steveson or Billy Swanson? What are you going for?
I believe it's going to be a very bloody main event, but I have to go with my Tennessee hometown hero, Billy.
Woo! What about you?
Gable's gonna split him down his whole fucking face is cooked.
I can't wait to see it. Who's it going to be? Who do you got?
All right, what do we got going on? Someone else creeping outside. Is Lele asking us what we got? What do we talk to me, brother? What do we got? We got some people arriving here soon. A lot of celebrities making their way to Barstool, Nashville at the moment.
Now let's make some noise for these fighters. Get ready to step up on the scale here to entertain you next week. Get your tickets now for the Pinnacle. Dirty Boxing 4 taking over the combat sports world. Ready to put a show on for you here. We'll have them come out on stage. I mean, it is a scene. What do we have out there, Jason? It looks like we got a giant truck of some kind here. Nashville looks like it's ready to put on a show this week.
Tell you what, man, Tempters infused cannabis might have to give that a little tickle. You know, I'm excited to get these guys up here facing off. You know, I haven't seen these fighters face to face yet very often, right? A lot of mutual respect.
All right, guys, the schmo outside here in Nashville. There's a lot of commotion going on right here. We got some traffic, a big arrival coming up here. DBX making its debut here in Nashville. Oh, here we got a nice truck right here.
Who's
Come on
pulling up
down.
there, Schmo?
Come on down. Who is that? Is that Platinum Mike Perry, the king of violence?
You know it, baby. The most violent show on earth is coming to Tennessee tomorrow night, and it's Dirty Boxing. We're about to do the face-offs. Let's go.
He's pulling up in a monster vehicle. Do you got Big Sexy or do you got Gable Steveson?
Oh, man. Putting me on the spot. I got Big Gabe, dog. Gable is going to handle business.
There it is. Platinum Mike Perry. Whoa. Whoa. We got a horse, but can't see maybe an eye. We got a goat, the greatest of all
We got the
time.
monster truck.
Johnny Bones Jones. Rolling up here for DBX4.
What's going on, DBX4? I'm excited to be here. What's up, Nashville, Tennessee?
How do you have a better entrance than this to the White House, Johnny Bones?
We got to do it right. We got the beautiful horse with the eye patch on. We're having a good night.
Here it is, DBX4. Let's get this party started.
The GOAT is
Guys,
in the building.
back to you.
All right, let's get things ready for the ceremonial weigh-ins. Welcome to the ceremonial weigh-ins, everybody. Dirty Boxing 4 live tomorrow night at the Pinnacle. 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, live on YouTube. We begin with a catchweight bout at 149 pounds. Akeem the Dream Bashir versus Gabriel Tag Urit. First fighter to the scale, Akeem the Dream Bashir. Official weight 149.5 for Akeem Bashir. His opponent, Gabriel Tag Urit. Official weight 149 for Gabriel Urit. Should be an absolute banger. First fight of the night. Next fight, the other early prelim in the women's bantamweight division. Desiree Yanez versus Maria Agapova. First fighter to the scale, Desiree Dirty Des. All right, next fight in the women's bantamweight division, Desiree Yanez versus Maria Agapova. All right, we're gonna bring up all the dirty brass, dirty boxing brass. What are we doing, Brandon? We got ice bags up here. Official weight 134 for Dirty Des. Her opponent, Maria Agapova. Maria Agapova. Official weight 133.5 for Maria Agapova. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's in from outside. Having a hand for Platinum Mike Perry, John Bones Jones. We got the Cowas, Primo, Abe, Malky in the building. We got the Dirty Boxing Ring Girls. Let's go. Moving on to the prelims. A firefight. James That Loose Cannon versus Zane Burton. First fighter to the scale, James Cannon. Official weight 187.5 for James Dat Loose Cannon. His opponent, Zane the Sandman Burton. $185, the official weight for Zane Burton. All right, moving on. Also in the middleweight division, Ivanildo Metendorf versus Andrew Stewart. First fighter to the scale, the Joshua Warrior, Ivanildo Metendorf. .187, the official weight for Ivanildo Metendorf. His opponent, let's have a hand for Stewie, Andrew Stewart. £184, the official weight for Andrew Stewart. All right, moving right along in our first of 3 heavyweight fights coming at you for DBX4. Ben Big Tuna Parrish versus Braxton the Beautiful Monster Smith. First fighter to the scale, Ben Parrish. .243, the official weight for Big Tuna, Ben Parrish. Next fighter to the scale, Braxton Smith. .263.5, the official weight for Braxton Smith. All right, moving along at a catch weight of 175 pounds, Jaleel, the Realist Willis versus Peter James Stanonik V. First fighter to the scale, Jaleel Willis. .174, the official weight for the Realist, Jaleel Willis. And his opponent making his return to the dirty boxing ring, Peter Stanonik V. $172.5, the official weight for Peter Stanonik V. All right, this next fight, the final and featured prelim fight of the night, should be an absolute banger. Catch weight, 195 pounds. Kevin Felipe versus Travis St. John. First fighter to the scale, Kevin Felipe. .196, the official weight for Kevin Felipe. His opponent returning to the dirty boxing ring after a fight of the night last time out, Travis El Bombero St. John. 197.5, the official weight for Travis St. John. And as we move on to the main card for DBX4, couple guys returning to the octagon, been here before. This first fight of the main card is sponsored by Takedown Shop, the official fight gear of Dirty Boxing. First fight on the main card, Levi DaCosta versus Michael Garcia. First fight of the scale, Levi Pitbull DaCosta. $247.5, the official weight for Levi DaCosta, and the meta glasses to boot. Next fight of the scale, Big Mike, Michael Garcia. $224.5, the official weight for Michael Garcia. Moving right along on the main card, this next bout, a catchweight fight at 150 pounds. This fight is brought to you by Timepiece Trading for all your jewelry needs, the official timekeeper for DBX. Alexander Pretty Boy Schenk versus Montavious Ware. First fight of the scale, Alexander Schenk. $151, the official weight for Alexander Pretty Boy Schenk. His opponent, Montavious Ware. $149, the official weight for Montavious Ware. All right, and we've moved to the feature bout of the night. This bout brought to you by Market Cypher, the only trading tool you'll ever need. This bout will be conducted in the welterweight division. Nayanesh Ayman versus Masaranduba Francisco Trinaldo. First fighter to the scale, Nayanesh Ayman. £169, the official weight for Singto Nayanesh Ayman. His opponent, Francisco Masaranduba Trinaldo. $167, the official weight for the legend, Masaranduba. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to move on to the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by Alp Pouches, a better time. This will be contested in the middleweight division. Nick Killshot Kohring versus Bryan the Butcher Battle. First fighter to the scale, Killshot Kohring. $183.5, the official weight for Nick Kohring. His opponent, Bryan Battle. $184.5, the official weight for Bryan the Butcher Battle. All right, we have finally arrived at the main event of the evening. Brought to you by Tempter. It's Seltzer. This will be contested in the heavyweight division. Billy Big Sexy Swanson versus Gable Steveson. First fighter to the scale, Big Sexy Billy Swanson. $256, the official weight for Billy Swanson. Excuse me, 265. Next fighter to the scale, the man around whom this fight card was built, a decorated All-American wrestler, Olympic gold medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big welcome for the man, Gable Steveson. $256, the official weight for Gable Steveson. Nashville, we appreciate everybody coming out. Couple quick notes. Tickets still available for tomorrow night. Hit up AXS.com. 6 o'clock live meet and greet with the GOAT, John Joan Boats. We appreciate y'all. One more sleep. DBX4 live tomorrow night.